Welcome back to Coral Island. We are on day 3, spring year 1. I'm very excited to be back. I hope you had a fantastic day today. We are jumping back in. It is going to be raining today. I remember that much from the Weather Channel that we watched yesterday. So what my plan is for today is we're going to take things a little bit slower again. I think a couple of things start to shake out on day 3. If not, I think what I'm going to do is sort of continue to build relationships with those in town, get some more foraging done, and see if any new buildings have unlocked. There are 2 big things that I'm waiting for to happen. One of those is the ability to explore underwater, and one of those is the ability to go to the mine. So we're going to hope that I get the option to fish today. That's what I would really like to do. It's raining, so I don't have to worry about my crops. Looking for a way to pass time, or maybe you want to earn extra coin while your crops grow? When you have time, visit us at the beach shack. Let's go, Joan. Okay, this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to make sure that we did this so that we've got some extra things to do. This will, I think, help pass time a lot as we move forward. But first, I'm going to make my way into... Wait, do I want to bring anything with me? I had a lot of scavenging things that I found. So maybe I want to bring some items really quick. Maybe I'll bring some violets I want to save for the bouquet. Maybe I'll take this 1 canola. And I'll take this 1 tulip. And we'll make our way down to the town. I want to see if the museum is open yet. I don't think it is. I think that might not open until tomorrow, but I would like to check first. Because if it is, and we can start donating, that would be really cool. That would be really, really, really cool. Oh, it looks like it might be open. Day 3, someone threw a fly away. It might be the day. Is this it? Hey, let's go. We have Scott, our local museum curator, a big cutie, a very big cutie. He seems unhappy. I like that they sort of took this idea of Blathers, because it's very Blathers coded, in my opinion, of this museum curator who's got all these big ideas of things that they want. Nope, they haven't magically returned. He's shocked. He's very cute, but I'm surprised that he doesn't like potatoes. That makes me suspicious. You could be the best person in the world, and if you don't like potatoes, I don't trust you. Like, I think you're great, but if like a car was coming, I wouldn't trust you to push me out of the way. Oh, hello there. You're Jer, right? Sorry you caught me at a bad time, but just look at this. It's so empty. My life's work. What are you talking about? Displaying nothing is so high concept. Let's be a little sassy. I appreciate you trying to make me feel better, but let's stop joking around. This is terrible. Is it? Not gonna lie, when Millie told me the town was going to sell all of our collection, I was furious. It's not a feeling that I'm used to. So this is a nice twist on the empty museum trope, because a lot of times you get into towns and you're like, why is the museum empty? How are all of you living here and there's nothing in this museum? Not one thing. And yet there's someone that's curating it. And in some games, they'll sort of duel that with being a library that just happens to display stuff if you find it. No one's happened to find anything, so they just have books. But I like this. This is a nice twist to this concept, that they had to sell it all in order to fund the anti-puffer fish shenanigans that were happening. The one thing I was good at that made me feel useful is going to be taken away from me. I couldn't stand it. But deep down, I knew the town really needed the extra fund to clean the oil spill. There wasn't much I could do about it. So, I went back to my folks to cool down and think what I'm going to do next. That's when I realized I had 2 options. Am I going to continue the pity party, or am I going to rebuild the museum's collection now that the town isn't in immediate crisis? 2 big, very important things to think about. That's right. I'm going to rebuild the collection. As you should. And I'll help. Don't you worry. I don't think I have any choice. By the way, Jer, I've heard some things about you. People tell me you're good at finding things. Now, I'm not too bad at it myself, but I can certainly use that skill of yours. If you find anything interesting, why don't you bring it over? I can bring anything? Will I get paid? Of course. We'll have a little something for you as compensation to make it worth your time. Capitalism. Capitalism. If I work, I want to get paid for it. So what do you say, Jer? Want to help me fill the museum with treasures of the island? I will fill something else. That's what I like to hear. He's cute. I wish that he liked potatoes. I wish he liked potatoes. So I can donate anything to this museum. Well, most anything. And I think I know where to start. I've got a couple coffers back at home that I think I'm going to pick up. But let's see when the beach shack opens up. The beach shack should open at 9. There's also someone at the inn we haven't met yet. So maybe I'll make my way that way. If it's even open. Oh, yes, it is. Let's make our way back to the inn really quick. And I'm going to go pick up some coffers that I can break at the blacksmith's. And hopefully get a couple interesting things to donate. It'd be nice if I could make some quick money. Because then I could buy that bag upgrade. Wait, how much was that bag? Was it 500 or was it 1,000? Because if it's 500, I think I kind of want that bag. Let's see if we can find out who we are missing. I'm pretty sure it's not you. I know I've met Raj. Our kitchen is free to use. It's included in the room rate. Guests can use our kitchen and anything we put in the lobby. But you knew that. You stayed in that summer. I can use your kitchen? I don't think I can. Maybe it's because I haven't rented the room. Maybe if I do, maybe I can use it. I'm not too worried about Valentina. She knows how to be careful when the ground's slippery. Oh. Okay. Macy I've met. Oh. Where do you think one should go for good ramen? The shack. Really? Alright, thanks. I don't know how I feel about this woman. She seems a little snippy to me. Should I give her a fly? What if I did? Okay, well, it was the judge that I hadn't met. So I'm going to head up back to my house, grab up some coffers, and maybe, if I'm lucky, this store will have a bag that I can buy for 500. Although the more likely scenario is that it's 1,000. Is this important? Wasabi. I think I need that for the goddess statue. At least later. I won't be able to do anything with it now. But I will hold on to this just to be safe. Wasabi, I think, is also used for making sushi. So if you have interest in cooking at any point in this game, I would hold on to most of the foods. Oh, I came here for the coffer. Can't even remember what I'm doing around here. Is any of this, like, donatable, by the way? I know I can do that. So, let's see. Nope, none of these to the museum. Is that the only one I had? Ah, it was just the one. That's okay. And I know I can donate this fly. So maybe I'll get rid of that, too. There's a lot of bugs around town that I'm gonna try and go bug catching for. Ugh, there she is again. So let's see. Let's get rid of this first. Then we'll make our way to the shop, I think. And there's no one else in town I haven't met, right? At least no one I can talk to just yet. Nah, they're up there, and I think I'll be able to go to the mine tomorrow. So let's donate this. Donate item. Stinky, nasty fly. And it's in there. Pulled that right out of the garbage. In front of the museum, which is the funniest part. The shop opens at 9, I believe. Oh, it's closed today. Never mind. So no bag upgrade for me. That should be fine. I mean, I can at the very least open up this chest. And then I can see Daddy Raphael. And that's always a plus. And I'll make my way immediately back down because I want to go bug catching. Or do I want to do fishing today? Could do a little bit of both. I'll fish on the beach for a bit. And then I will... Oh, you know what? It doesn't open until 9. And I don't want to just stand out here awkwardly. So let's make our way up here. There might be some things to scavenge. We can dig around in the trash cans. Get a little extra trash. At this early stage of the game, every single thing that you collect matters. Everything you don't collect matters because there's so little right now in the first couple days. You really have to make the best use of your time. So keep that in mind as you play this game. For those of you who are, there's just bugs. That's okay. By the time I get back, it should be opened up. Can I interact with this? I didn't know I could interact with that. That's so cool. Cool. Well, Daddy's shop should be open. Nothing over here. This is a teleport point later. This is Archie. Oh, there must be lots of frogs on your farm, huh? Super cool. He's cute. Cute kid. And normally most kids I don't like. Most kids I think are kind of obnoxious in games, but I feel like the coral kids are pretty adorable. Alright, so we get this. And then I head straight down to the beach. Oh no, are you closed too? Process geode or coffer? Coffer? Coffer. Rusty spear. Hello, Zeddy. I don't think I can give you gifts. Oh no, I need to dry off my boots. Mud everywhere. You're inside, bestie. You've already gifted. Well, I can give one to Pablo. Thank you. You're very generous. I love his tattoo. His tattoo is so good. You here for business or just seeking shelter, Jer? I'm here for pleasure, if you know what I mean. I'm going to romance both of them, and we'll figure out what we want to do as we go forward. So, wait, what is that? How have I never noticed this? I think it's supposed to look like that. It looks incomplete. Huh. I wonder. I've got to be able to interact with that at some point later on in the game. Derek's still here. Oh, hey, what's up? Sorry about all the noise and dust. We can't really help it. I would absolutely guck 9,000 Derek. And I think anyone who plays this game who says they wouldn't is a liar. Every one of you is a liar. He's so handsome. I was clocked. As soon as the game came out, my friend Aaron was like, I bet Jer is gonna like this character. And you know what? I did. God, there's so many bugs. I don't need these flies though. So I'm just gonna scoot around here and collect these. And then I have to go back to the museum. Macy, sometimes you can get some really compelling shots in the rain. Other times it's kind of drab. You know, I do really like Macy a lot. Here's a tulip. Well, would you look at that? Thank you. She's so cute. She's so cute. I think if I was straight, I would probably go for romancing Macy. She's just gorgeous. What? Sonny, we can't do that to the new farmer. Poor thing will get overwhelmed if we give them both things at once. I can handle two things. I've handled two things many times. Okay, then we start with the fishing. Who doesn't like fishing? Maybe it would be such a bad idea to... I'm right here. Welcome, a new face at last. Jer isn't in. 'Tis me. Jim, Jer is here. Don't bring Jim over here. Nice to meet you. Hello, we don't need to talk. Nice to finally meet you, Jer. Come have seats. We were just discussing your welcome gifts. Oh? For me? Something I wasn't expecting? It's fine if you prefer to stand. Gotta keep those leg muscles strong. He's cute. Speaking of leg muscles, I have the perfect workout for you. Catching bugs. Sit, Jer. I'm like really okay. I'm fine. Oh, okay, never mind. Gave me the purple chair at least. So, how's farm life so far? I can't say for sure yet. It's only day 3. Take your time, Jer. Like bugs, we humans need time to adapt to new surroundings. Settle a debate for us, Jer. Which is a better activity, fishing or fun and ever exciting bug catching? I actually don't know if I like either one. My wife, the competitive ladybug. I do like both, I think equally. And plus I don't want to get in the middle of a couple conflict here. Really? It explains why you moved to the farm, actually. Well, in any case, here's a welcome gift for you. A fishing rod and a bug net. Thank you so much. If you had money, that would be helpful too, because I need a new bag. But thank you for both. You can sell your catch or donate it to the museum. Looks like they're gonna need it. Oh yeah, definitely. Good luck. Thank you. I'm really excited. Now we've got some more activities to do, which is great. So let me just go ahead and reorganize my bag really quick because it looks like I am near full. I'll catch a couple things along the way up. And we'll go ahead and donate those back to the museum. I'm going to make my way to the farm after I do that. I didn't even recognize that there was a bug there. So now we got to keep our eyes peeled. Which, where does that even come from? Why would you peel your eyes? It doesn't seem like something you should do. Peeling your eyeballs. Snail! When I was in college and it would rain, the ground would get infested with snails. And I don't know if it was just the area that I was in that had a lot of snails, because now whenever it rains, I don't really see snails that often. So I don't know if it was just a thing that happened in the town I was living in or what, but people would step on them all the time, and you'd be walking back after a rainy day and there'd be snail guts all over the ground because people were not paying an ounce of attention to where these little babies were. And so I used to save them. And I posted on Facebook, I was like, saving snails during the rain. And one of my Facebook friends, I should say, because we didn't actually ever meet. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure we never even saw each other ever, except online. We were mutual friends of someone, and we had talked on the phone. And I think that was it. I don't think anything ever happened beyond that. And she said, "You're a very kind spirit, Jer." And I've thought about that all the time. I've always thought about that. So we're going to see if we can find any more bugs. I know there's a couple different places to fish. And I'll show you the fishing mechanic so you can get an idea of what that looks like. I will say bug catching is one of those things I still haven't quite figured out. You can sneak up on them and they'll have a little meter, something that'll spook them if you don't catch them in enough time. And I think as you get better with it, as you catch lower level bugs, you'll have less time spooking them. But as you go up, you have this meter, and when they're green, that means they can be caught. Otherwise, you cannot catch these little critters as they walk around the island. There's flying bugs, there's ground bugs. I'm pretty sure this butterfly I cannot catch. I think it'll be spooked a little bit too easy by me, but I am still gonna try. Also, if you run up to them, most of the time they'll just dip. You won't even get a chance to try and catch them because they'll just get scared so easily. See, I mean, I barely even got close to it and it already got scared. So I'm guessing that one of the mastery points, which we can look right now, one of the mastery points for catching lowers awareness by 10%, chance to catch better quality insects, and catch double. Okay, so that will help later. So I'm gonna have to really focus on some of these like low level bugs and trying to catch some of those. There's not really much else that I want to do today other than catching fish, catching bugs. I know that there's a little spot on your farm you can catch on. A fish! When I can donate, I think. So watch carefully. The question mark shows up, and you have to be right on top of it. It is a very specific point. You have to be right on top of these bugs in order to catch them. Even still, with all my hours of gameplay, bug catching is still one of those things that is not complicated to me, but it's not the easiest scenario for me. A lot of people have echoed similar sentiments, that bug catching was not the easiest thing for them. That as they played, bug catching never really seemed to get easier. Although, I think now in the 1.0, I think it should be fine. Also, you get to be privy to my cat caterwauling at this hour of the night. It's not even that late. He usually doesn't caterwaul this late. It's usually like an hour early. I think I can only catch one more thing. So if I'll make my way to the museum because I've got a couple items. And I think after that, I'm going to go sell it all. Or I got a morale. Okay, so no more catching, unfortunately. So I'll get rid of this. It's really cool that they show that. I hope that there is more detail as the game goes of maybe certain areas will be under construction. Maybe certain buildings can get beautified and maybe upgraded. That would be really, really, really cool. So let's go on in. And we'll get rid of these items. Sell the rest of them. Head down to the beach. I give you the beetle, a puss moth, and a fish that I found in the garbage can. So we got some candy tree seeds. This is actually going to help a lot because my energy is down to 332, which is not terrible. It's not terrible. It's definitely not anything to shake a fist at, but it is certainly not the best. So I don't want to run out of stamina before it's too late. Or before, while it's still early. I suppose it's only noon. I've got 8 hours left. Really, Brody? Tell me more. Let's go ahead and get rid of these. And I'll hold on to this flower. I don't think I need those for anything else. If the goddess statue requires them, or the goddess fountain requires them, I'll be so upset. But I don't think it does. So you can fish here. Prior to the 1.0, I mostly only ever got garbage. Now, you can upgrade your fishing rod as well as your nets at the beach, but you need items from underwater for those. Don't stress about it too early. Once you start going in underwater expeditions, you'll get the correct items for that, but it'll take a little bit. So these are items you won't be able to upgrade right away. We got a crayfish. I think I need that for something later. So the fishing mechanic here, I actually really like this one. It reminds me a smidge of Spiritfarer for anyone who played that game. Spiritfarer didn't have a super complicated fishing mechanic. And I like that. I think there are some games, especially in the farmer genre, where it's so much. My preference is like Animal Crossing / Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life. I'm very into that. Where you just cast your line out, you hear a bloop, you press a button, and it catches it for you, and you don't have to do anything else. I remember there was one game when I was a kid, but I can't remember what it was called, and you had to button mash in order to catch the fish. I hated that fishing mechanic. I don't mind a little button mashing here and there, like you have to wait for the tension. So you see how the tension is going up right in the middle. You don't want that to go to the end or your wire is going to break. You can cut your line at any time if you think I've been doing this too long and I just don't want to do it anymore. That's totally valid. Tilapia you will need for the goddess statue. So I'm going to hold on to that one. For I think day 5 or 6 is when you finally get the option to start giving stuff to that. Maybe even later than that. Goddess statue essentially is another version of the museum with just slightly different mechanics, better rewards, I think. The flyer is garbage, so I'm just going to sell that. I definitely don't need it. And then maybe what I'll do is I'll go to the beach. After I've exhausted this a little bit, I think that'll be nice. More garbage! Just more garbage. I hate that for me. Let's get rid of both of these. I don't remember about the crayfish, though. So I'm going to keep the tilapia here, just so I don't get rid of it. I'm going to maybe hold on to this crayfish, so we can keep going. We've got so much more room now. I just wanted to make sure that I do not sell or get rid of that tilapia, because that would be one of the worst scenarios that I could do, is get rid of it. Someone told me that they were donating things to the museum. They didn't realize they needed one specific item for the goddess statue as well, and they ended up getting rid of their item and had to wait the entire year to get the last part of the last fish that they were missing, because it was a spring only fish. So it's like one of those things that's so upsetting. It's so upsetting in farmer games where you miss something and you've got to wait an entire season for anyone that was in during my live streams of A Wonderful Life, I was trying to complete the recipe book. That was such a long process of making every single recipe, but I was working on it for a couple weeks, and I thought I had done everything. I thought I documented it all correctly, and I realized that one of the crops that I needed was a summer crop, and it was autumn. And I had to wait until summer of the next year to finish it. And then I realized in autumn that there was one more thing I needed to plant, but it was an autumn crop. So I barely got it right in time before the game ended. And it was so stressful, because in A Wonderful Life, you only get 6 years. After that, the game ends, and then you go into post-game content, which post-game in A Wonderful Life was incredible. I kind of want every game in the farmer genre to follow what A Wonderful Life does. Without spoiling too much, the town ages as the game goes, and there is a definitive end, but then post-game allows you to play in a different mode. And, I mean, it's been out for 2 decades now. It's hard to spoil a game that's been out for so long. But, I really wish that every farmer would allow you to have a beginning, middle, end. I think that would be nice. Even if your character doesn't necessarily, like, move on or die or anything, if your character just has, like, a distinct point where they stop doing what they're doing, and it's like, all right, the farm is finished, your town is finished, whatever is finished, and, you know, this is the end of the game. But if you want to keep playing, there's an endless mode, where you'll just keep going through the seasons, no years go by, and just all the characters exist in a time lock, like you would see in games like Stardew Valley, you know, where nobody ever progresses. Everybody just stays exactly who they are, how they are, and, you know, nothing really gets unique or interesting. Maybe there are a couple post-game or end-game cutscenes that only you can get in unlimited mode. That'd be cool. I was told about one game that the big selling point is that everyone dies. Everybody dies. Everyone in the town gets older, they all perish, and more people move in. There's new characters that show up. There are new generations of characters. I think it'd be really fun to have a game like that, where maybe it sort of just has a list of personality types, and sort of like The Sims, it will auto-populate a character. And it'll auto-populate a spouse, and then it'll play with genetics to create a kid, and it'll just keep doing that. Or kids, and it'll sort of like roll a dice for how many children it's going to populate in. So then, like, everyone dies, there's a new generation of people, they all can interact with each other, get married, whoever you as the player character choose, everyone else will pair off naturally, and the game will sort of just RNG out who gets paired up with each other, and then they go through their cycles, and maybe there's like personality types where it's like one is sort of like wealthy and more materialistic, and those are the archetypes of the conversations that they have. Maybe someone is a little more sporty, and those are the conversations that they have. Someone is more like cooking oriented, or like fame oriented, influencer oriented, what have you. And so then it's like you sort of can recycle dialogue like an Animal Crossing, where there's just a finite amount of personalities that all sort of talk about the same thing, but it'll sort of just keep refreshing as you go. Maybe each villager will have like a specific interest tacked on top of that. So it's like, I really like cooking with an emphasis on baking. And then that character only ever talks about baking stuff. Ooh, a coffer. That could actually be super helpful. I might go process this right now before the rain stops. And I think I've drained that little pond of anything that it has useful. But yeah, I think that would be a really unique and interesting take to the farmer genre. And I don't know how difficult programming that would be, if I'm being honest. I think if you sort of framed it like The Sims, where it just sort of RNGs certain character information, processes that, and sends it to the brain of the game, and then it just keeps pushing those characters in, that could be really cool. Let me just go in here really quick and make sure that there's no one that I want to talk to. Lily's here. Theo gets a stomachache every time he drinks milk. Ah, he lacks toes. You just got outed. My boat isn't the most reliable in the rain, so I better stick to fishing on sunny days. That's totally fine. Noah was in there, but I really want to make sure that I take care of this coffer before it gets too late in the day and the shop closes. Then I will absolutely be heading down to the beach and making sure that I get some beach fish. Actually, no. I think my pockets are almost full. Yeah. I keep going back and forth. In these early days without extra pocket space, I'm sure anybody who knows who's played a farmer, so much back and forth, right? Process that. And also while we're here, let's not fish in the ground. Let's look at the tools. So we're going to need 5 bronze bars of everything, plus wood for these couple items here. Then you need just bronze bar for the watering can, and then wood again for the scythe. And then post that, we'll need silver. But in the third upgrade, we need hardwood. You can only get hardwood with the silver axe. And then for the watering can, we need resin, which I think comes from tapping the trees. I believe that's what it is. And then osmium bars in the last level of the mine. So with each one, I'll show you as we get there, but the first mine has bronze, second mine has silver, third mine has gold, fourth has osmium. And we'll get there when we do. I believe that's day 5, because we'll really be tackling the mine specifically. And we'll focus our time on that. So for now, let's go and send this red mask to the museum, sell everything else in our pockets, head down to the beach. That's the plan of attack. And tomorrow, I think Pufferfish finally opens. So you get to see that cutscene if you haven't already. So that's pretty exciting. And also nerve-wracking, maybe. Pufferfish is one of those companies that seems to have been involved for a while, because there's a big oil spill, right? So I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's an off-island company that moved here to try and exploit the island's resources. And I've got a couple theories about what I think they're going to do with all of that. I personally would love if they did like a Spirited Away type situation where maybe there's like a trash god or something, or a god that got polluted, and so it just keeps regenerating trash and creating filth everywhere as sort of the reason why there's so much garbage all over the island constantly. That bug zipped away from me. Maybe I shouldn't have picked those up and scavenged those, because now I just lost 2 spots. So there's lots of places to fish down here. I personally like to go to this little island, not that it really makes much of a difference, and sort of just fish in this corner. There are sharks in the game, but I've never found one. Allegedly, they got nerfed out in the same way that they did with Animal Crossing, because people were just catching sharks left and right during summertime, and allegedly they got patched where sharks were less common. And I never got one. I never ever found a shark in all of my hours of playing this game. But I think maybe that was also due to the fact that my game was so bugged, a lot of stuff just didn't work. So it's both interesting and odd to be able to play this game and everything works the way that it's supposed to. Is I think I've mentioned in these playthroughs before that the first update that happened, it didn't show up for me for about 2 weeks. And I was reading on Steam, a lot of people were having this exact same problem. This is a squirrely guy right here. A lot of people are having the exact same problem, is that their game just did not want to give them the update at all. And then the big Fire Mine update happened, and everyone was posting about it. Everyone was really excited. Everyone was talking about the cool features and a couple new heart events. That took about a month for me to actually get. I played the day that it dropped, and I kept, like, trying to do all the things that were supposed to have dropped, and nothing happened. And then the, like, dang it! The last big update happened with Merfolk. That one actually worked for me. But I did have a bunch of cutscene glitches. Certain things just did not work. So I ended up missing out on a lot of stuff. So honestly, probably for the best that they made it, that it was a complete new game plus. Because for me and a lot of others, we just did not get a thing from these updates. And probably the entire game would have been broken if they had tried to just keep it the way that it was and just patch out the game. It would have taken me a year and a half before I got any updates. Come on, little guy. That last one was so squirrely. I have no idea what it was, but it makes me want to kind of grind for a better fishing rod. We have a wait, how many more things do I have? I don't think I have many space. I have one. I'll just do it. I was going to go back. But I'll catch one more thing. Watch, it's going to give me garbage. And that'll fill up my last spot. Oh, and I also have a reward, too, I should go collect. That might be money. So I think for... again, I won't catch this one. If I do, it'll be a miracle. We're just going to just double tap this for now until it slows down. Try and catch it on the slow ends. Let it relax. Pull it back up. Oop, 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 oop. I think I can do it. I'm losing a lot of distance every time I let go, though. I got so far. Is this what real fishing is like? Because this is way more patience than I think what I have the emotional capability to do. What? 88.2 centimeters is huge. Oh, no, that was the last one. I can't do any more. If I catch anything unique, it'll drop it out of my pocket, so I don't want that. So let's go up in and send these away. I wonder if I've upgraded my fishing at all in this time. It'd be cool to wake up tomorrow with more skills. I live at the observatory with my housemate, Chaim. I did not know that Chaim lived with you. Feel free to stop by anytime. I had no idea that's where Chaim lived. I never looked at where their home was on the island. But that somehow makes sense. Let's see. Donate. You and you and you. And then this cockle I think I need for something. Huh? What is this cutscene? Y'all, I legit have no idea what this is. Already? Oh my god, already? That seemed really fast. Maybe if we do this. If we do what? The dinosaur over there, right above. So cool. Love dinosaurs. Also, do you see this map up there in that top left corner? I think that maybe at some point, either they're going to do it in an update or it'll be available for us later. I think we're going to be able to visit that little iceberg island. And then whatever at the top left is. Because it seems like you can visit the iceberg island from Coral proper. And then whatever that desert biome is will let you go to that other one. And from there you go to the one above that. And it looks like there might even be like a pirate skull island up there too. Jer, come take a look at this. You see this? This is a blueprint for a bigger museum. The museum we have now is... It's kind of small. It's teeny tiny. It's not about the size, it's about the personality. It works. But can you imagine something bigger? Something more extravagant? Imagine this, Jer. I'm picturing it. Sicily, 1918. A water biome area. We have one section dedicated to aquatic creatures of the island. The Animal Crossing Museum, I think it will always be top tier in my opinion. I think, in New Horizons specifically. Then there's another section where we can look at the fossils we've dug up. Although I do really like this particular dinosaur area, I think it's a little more unique. Oh, we can have a bigger and better section for ancient artifacts. I do like that there's artifacts in here. Because a lot of games will incorporate artifacts, but then don't really do anything with them. It would have been nice if A Wonderful Life had a museum. Doesn't that sound exciting? Sounds really expensive. And that's precisely our problem. The town just doesn't have the budget to build this museum. No, we're fighting pufferfish. At least, not yet. So, what if we raise money to build it? By that, I mean I'm gonna start a Kickstarter campaign. A Kickstarter? To help with your problems? Do you know what a Kickstarter is? I know what it is, I just don't know if you should run one. Why not? It's a great idea. Well, I'm doing it anyway. That's so me-coded. It's almost ready to launch this campaign. But there are a few things I need help with, of course. I'm the main character after all. I gotta do everything around here. Based on my research, the most successful campaigns are those that already have something significant to show. Something to reassure the backers that they're backing a legit project, which means more work for me. If I show the empty museum in the campaign, people are gonna think this project is a scam or something. I'm sure they won't. Now, my dear hardworking chair, this is where you come in. We're really happy with what you brought to the museum so far. They're all amazing, but it's not enough. I asked Macy to take pictures of our museum yesterday. It just looked empty. Well, it wasn't open yesterday. No one's gonna help us if we show them an empty museum. But if you were to donate more items, do you see where I'm going with this? I do, unfortunately. That's right, the museum won't look so empty and we can convince more people to help us fund our project. Now, while you help us gather more artifacts, I'm gonna prepare other materials to upload to the campaign page. I'll scan this blueprint, then ask Millie to write something awesome for the campaign. Oh, maybe I should get Lily to make us a website. Look at that, it's all coming together. Now go forth, Jer. Collect more items so we can launch our Kickstarter campaign. My friend Grin does not like him because he gets everyone to do all the work for him. And I'm like, you know what, I understand, I get that. I think Scott is really cute and I think he means well. But I do understand people's criticism of him not really doing anything on his own. He sort of just had a tantrum, threw a fit, went back home, and then came back and was like, hey everyone, can you do this work for me? Thank you. I get it. I get it. Again, it's the potato thing. If he liked potatoes, he probably wouldn't be asking everybody to do all his work for him. My potato theory. If you don't like it, there's something untrustworthy about you. Let's go ahead and put the flowers away. I'll make that. Do I want to make the bouquet now? I could just get it out of the way. I could easily get this out of the way. Just to get it done. Craft a bouquet. I think I need a little bit of everything. So I'm just going to get it all out. Crafting. We need, oh, fiber too. You know what? I forgot about this. So the game has something called Global Chest. Totally forgot this was a thing. So you can craft any item, anywhere, anytime with global chests. So I think you can even select certain things to not go to global. So if you want certain items to only be for repairing your house, you can put those in and make sure that the chest is not global. How do you do that? Is that up here? Nope. Include chest in global inventory. Oh, I think you can deselect this and then it will not pull from this item. So anything else, global inventory will always pull and you can make whatever you want, whenever you want. 5 Vinny flower plus fiber, we make 1 bouquet. That'll be a great gift. Equip the item you'd like to give. I will give that to one of the cuties later this week, but not right now. Absolutely not right now. I'm going to hold on to that in here. And maybe the river. There's a river farther up to the right that I have not gone to yet. Valentina, hey, do you know one of the many, many reasons I love rain? Because at school we get to stay inside and play. That was always one of my favorites too. We used to do Heads Up 7 Up in my hometown when it would rain. And we would play, it wasn't dodgeball. It was, I don't remember what they called it, but you had to throw the ball at each other while sitting at the desk. And you couldn't make noise. You had to be quiet. Probably because the teacher was grading papers. And they were just like, here, entertain yourselves with this ball. Just don't hurt each other and be respectful. I remember some girl got pelted in the face. just pelted with this ball. And I mean, it's not funny, but it's kind of funny. So we can try here. I have not fished in this area, although the water looks a little dirty. It's a little dirty. So this might be the exact same fish that were by my house. We'll maybe go until about like 6 or 7-ish. Come on. Come on, little fish. There we go. A tilapia. Okay, I think I needed that for... Was it for the museum? I do. Okay, that is good that I've got that. Because I had one that I saved for the fountain. And now I've got one that I can donate to the museum. And I already have that knocked out early, which is good. Ugh, more garbage. Or it's a coffer. It's just a flyer. Garbage. That probably won't make us much money. And I have to make a note. Tomorrow's bag day. Because I'm almost positive we'll have enough money. Oh my god. Whatever this is, it is very strong. I will have enough money tomorrow for a bag. Oh no. Oh no. I don't think I'm going to catch this. Or maybe I have to employ the same strategy I used on the beach. Where I sort of keep the tension down here at the lowest. And then when it's getting feisty, let it drop down. Double tap A. Lose some progress and that's fine. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Shouldn't be that hard. Oh no, I don't want to yank too hard. There we go. A salmon. I think I need that. One for the museum, but also for the statue. I could be wrong. I'm just going to give it to the museum now so that I can get these 50 knocked out. 'Cause that's a lot of items. 50 is a ton. Ah, more garbage. More garbage. Okay, how much room do I have? I have room for one more thing. Then I'll go back. So I guess staying here till 6 was not the move. That's fine. I also just noticed that time has stopped now that I'm fishing. Kind of a nice detail. So it doesn't penalize you for fishing too long. Or if you end up in one of these little mini games where you're just pulling your line for so long that at least it won't get to midnight or something. Another tilapia. Can I go again? I can. I absolutely can go again. Maybe we'll stay. My plans keep changing. This one looks pretty big. I don't know if this is a tilapia again, because the tilapia was pretty thin. This one's a lot thicker. Come on. Release the tension. I'm positive that I'm going to go up a mastery. Another tilapia. I'm just completely wrong. I'm just completely wrong. All this time that I've been fishing and it's barely 7:30, and I'm going to have to eat one more of my candies because I have 55 energy left, I just realized. Ugh, more garbage. That's fine. I eat this. So now I think I can take 2 more things. Hopefully I get something new and unique. I have 114, so I could probably do maybe 3 more lines. That's probably a tilapia, right? That one's thin? It's not struggling too hard. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Come on. There we go. Another tilapia. So I took about 20 energy. I don't want to get into red. So this will be my last one. Officially. I have to. Because I don't know what happens if you stay in red and then go to bed with no energy. Wasted on garbage. Oh, it was only one. That only gave me one. And if you yank back, that also takes one away, it looks like. Because I only went down 2 energy from that. I wonder if there's a mechanic that the longer you reel for, the more energy you expend. The bigger the fish, the, like, harder it will drain you. This one is very tough. I don't think this is another salmon. Oh, this is going to take forever at this fishing rank with this particular rod. Because this one's strong. Oh, maybe. Probably two more struggles. I don't want to pull too hard. Come on. Just lost so much progress. Can I just maintain? Get it here. Let's go. A red snapper. That's insane. I didn't know that red snapper were a pond fish. I thought that was an ocean fish. But maybe that's Animal Crossing that I'm thinking of that makes it in the ocean. Maybe they can swim upstream. I don't know enough about fish in real life. I only know whatever Animal Crossing and games in this genre have taught me about animals. Even bugs. Otherwise, I know nothing. Legit nothing. Let's donate. And you know what? I haven't actually looked around here before. Do I have a reward already? Potato seeds. Something Scott doesn't like. So this is the fishing area now. Very teeny tiny. This is the, I'm guessing, priceless items section. And then more fish. Is this maybe ocean fish? Or, yeah, oh no, those are pond fish, it looks like. I think that's a staff only. Looks like you can't get in there. I should be able to go in there. Big dinosaur bone. I was going to go down to the pier today, but the rain won't let up. Oh well, at least I get to see you. Oh, that's cute. You're very cute. I want to go to these islands. Can I hack on your computer? No, I can't. Okay, well, let's go back. I wish I had enough energy. Because if I did, I would plant these potatoes right now. Especially because it's raining, it might be a good time to do it. Because tomorrow I get to harvest. Do I risk it all? Do I have enough things to craft? I could make one more of these. And maybe I can plant these potatoes. I think it would be a good idea. I think it would behoove me, and I would thank myself tomorrow for doing it. It shouldn't be that much to till. I only need 8 spots. And I'm pretty sure I've gotten more than enough room over here. It should be 5 across, 4 down. Oh, it's 3 down. So let's see. We'll do for 8. And knock both of you out. And you. I do have some of these mixed seeds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do the potatoes. And then I'll do up. I might have one more mixed seed. So then I can just make this even. Am I lucky? I do. I love when things work out like that. I absolutely love when things work out like that. It makes me so happy. And then we'll need more seeds from the store tomorrow if we can afford to buy them. I'm going to sell the flies. And this. Oh, no, wait. Did I donate this? I donated that, right? I did. Okay. I just panicked. I could hold on to this for sushi. No, I need the money more direly. So now we get those back in storage. Reorganize these. Turnips. I have plenty of turnips. Never mind. I'll only need to buy a couple seeds tomorrow. Is there anything else I want to do today? Before the day is up? I don't think so. Tomorrow, big stuff happens. Tomorrow, I believe Pufferfish opens. And we should be able to get a new bag since the store will be open. So these will be things to look forward to tomorrow. Stamina went up. We did go up in fishing. I spent a lot of time doing that. So I got quite a bit of money, actually. Foraging, the morale is only 40. Shrimps, ooh, crayfish are quite a bit. Crayfish and tilapia are quite a bit. Snails. Wait. Oh, it's because I sold 2 of them. I was like, why is this worth more? And then the flyers were only 7. For being garbage, that's not bad. I have just enough to buy a bag, I believe. Tomorrow, maybe a couple extra seeds. Thank you for hanging out with me for another day of Coral Island. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're having fun with the game as well. And I will see you tomorrow for big, exciting things happening on the island. Goodbye. Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to click that like button. And if you want to see more, hit subscribe. Goodbye.